and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. This will take you from the 11th to the 18th of December. And Aries, if you do support this channel, would you like or share something just to... It's a law of exchange, it's a bit give and take, okay? I'd really, really appreciate it. So what have you got going on here, Aries, this week? You've got two majors, the Justice card and the Hermit card, and you've got my favourite card in this deck, Regeneration. This is a really interesting card, actually, because I'm going to do my best to try and describe it and actually make sense. Your crowning card is a Five of Cups, okay? And then Regeneration. It's one of these cards that sometimes, you know, that you get to these points in your life where you think everything's lost, which you might do with that Five of Cups series, okay? And suddenly you look around and either what you've been waiting for or whatever has came back to life again. And it's came back to life in front of you. It's just happened. So just when we think that everything's lost, something restores itself, okay? Now, I don't know if this is to do with a relationship or finances, because you've got the Ten of Discs and the King of Discs, okay? But you've also got the King of Cups. So it could be an emotional issue or a financial issue. Probably both, Aries, to tell you the truth, because that's just how we live at the moment. Bottom of the deck, the King of Pentacles. Lovely, solid, powerful foundation here, okay? Plug in. So plug into that powerful earth element, which is about security, safety, being in your body, being your own master. It's about being solid, Aries, okay? And pretty determined, because all the earth signs are really quite stubborn, but really, really determined. Tune into that energy. I think that crowning card of the Five of Cups is about regeneration, okay? I think you might have a week, Aries, where you feel lost opportunities, that things aren't happening. But I think it might come back, whatever it is, okay? That's how that card tends to work for me. You know, just when you're about to give up. I've had it. And then it just happens, things change around you. Now you start the week with the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Discs. So the Ten of Discs is about money. It's about a new job, a new house. It's about good news coming your way regarding money. So for any Aries who are waiting for that, these are a really, really, really good combination of cards. The Knight of Wands brings this energy, and it tends to be very celebratory, really fun, really light and really joyful news your way. And this news is regarding finances, and then you get the Six of Discs too. So that's doubling my message. It was good news coming your way regarding finances. And you've got more than enough to share, because both these cards are about sharing, receiving good news. It's about the flow of energy. It was like I mentioned at the start, it's about the law of give and take, okay? Like, if you like this channel, can you share it? This Ten of Discs and the Six of Discs are about the give and take of money. So you might be going for a job interview. You'll be successful, by the way, because both of these cards are about abundance. Either someone's helping you out or you're helping someone else out, Aries. So love seeing that for you. And right next to it is the Justice card. So maybe what you've been waiting for is about to manifest. There's good news coming your way. I think it's definitely to do with money. And I think it's giving you maybe a little bit of a sense of peace. A little bit of respite, because it's with the Four of Swords, which is the card of respite, retreat, sometimes going into quite sort of isolation, but it's in order to recharge your batteries. And we always know when we're when that Four of Swords card is required, because sometimes the people in our environment, they just disappear and we're sort of left on our own. But metaphysically, Aries, is a greater reason for everything, and it tends to be when our energy is depleted and we need to rest and withdraw. Okay, quite an interesting combination of cards here. And the Two of Cups has showed up as, you're getting loads of cards. The Two of Cups has showed up as well. It's quite interesting. So the Two of Cups is here, the Five of Cups is here, and the outcome is the King of Cups. So I definitely think some Aries have got some relationship issues this week, okay? There might be healing, then there might be withdrawal, and there might be healing again, okay? Because that regeneration card tends to speak about that to me. It's like you think everything's lost and then your life comes back, okay? But you then go to the Five of Swords with the Queen of Swords, okay? I think these two together are sort of speaking of words that might be spoken between two people, okay? I'd like you, Aries. I'm not saying don't express yourself. I really, really am not saying that in any way. But you know there's a limit. And when we go over that limit and we become, it just becomes nonsense. Try and not do it. Try and tune into the Queen of Swords, okay? Because she has got control of her sword. And her third eye is lit up so she sees the greater picture. Okay, so she understands the words that she gives out has consequences. Okay, feelings are hurt, and I'm not saying conflict isn't necessary, Aries, sometimes, but look, people are hurt, people are damaged with the Five of Swords. So be careful, just be careful what you give out, because the Knight of Swords is here too. Definitely about communication, and the Knight of Swords can be really, really rash. I have to say it's probably one of my least favourite cards. It's not a difficult card, it's just that feeling that the energy is moving so fast that you don't always stop to consider. Okay, that's all I'll say. But I am really in no way saying that sometimes healthy expression of feelings is not necessary. Isn't, you know, it's just required. But try and be the queen, keep your sword, keep the bigger picture. If the other person goes a bit crazy, let them. Okay? And I'm not saying let them do anything to you, but you don't have to. You're not a puppet on a string, Aries. How you respond is your choice. And actually, look who's right next to it. The King of Cups. Someone who's got control over how they respond. The kings are not puppets, and near's the queen, okay? Which means if someone pulls their buttons, they don't automatically react, okay? I'm not saying they don't speak their minds and they don't express themselves, but they're not owned by other people, which means they've got mastery of their mind and their emotions, and that's exactly who the King of Cups is, okay? He doesn't let other people dictate how he reacts and how he feels. He's his own master. Alternatively, this is a water sign person you're dealing with, but that's a bit of a cliche, but it might be. What you're dealing with is your emotions, Aries, or someone else's emotions, okay? The Queen of Swords means what you're dealing with is communication between two people, okay? Which might be a bit challenging and a bit brash. You be the queen, Aries. Take control. You don't let anyone control what you put out into the world. Deep breath. And you get the Hermit as the outcome. So You're withdrawing a little bit, going within, maybe seeking some guidance, either externally or internally, okay? And then the Six of Wands has showed up, which is success and victory, which is exactly what the regeneration card is saying to me. It's sort of saying it might be a bit of a up and down week, Aries. You might feel all is lost. Now, what I want you to do, Aries, is be the master here. Be the Queen of Swords. Take control of your thinking and what you put out into the world, and take control of your emotions. No more, don't allow yourself to be controlled by other people, basically. And that's, I think, is what's going to bring about the regeneration and the successful outcome. Be the master, basically, Aries. That's all I can say to you. A really, really interesting week, I think you've got. But I think you might be moving towards some personal resolution on a couple of subjects. Okay, Aries, and if you do like the channel, please just support it if you want to keep it going, okay? Just like, share, anything, comment. The choice is yours, really. Okay, bye.